Hi, everyone. I'm Kathy Hazel Adams. Thank you for joining me today on this beautiful Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2025. I couldn't let the holiday go by without jumping on and spending a few minutes with you all today. This is such a momentous, auspicious time for the planet, regardless of what religion you are or where you live. The solstice time, Christmas time, Hanukkah time, is momentous for the consciousness of the collective, for everyone on the planet. Again, no matter who you are, what you believe, it's a time of a changing of the light, of light coming into the world, and that's what we all celebrate. And of course, the light is source, God, consciousness, the actual consciousness that we all are, that is our fabric, the nature of our being. We are source consciousness, which is infinite love, light, abundance, well-being, joy, beauty, creativity, just all wonderful, wonderful things. That is the actual quality of source consciousness. And at this time of year, many of us celebrate that in a very conscious way with our own traditions and cultural observations. This one is so momentous because we are, as a collective, moving into the higher vibrational state, more into the fifth dimension or Christed consciousness. Think of what physical experience will be on the planet when everyone is in that octave of higher vibration, that fifth dimension or Christed consciousness. A completely different world. Literally, heaven on earth. Well, we are in the transition time right now. Most of you know that, and we are really, really in it. Light is being shined into the darkest corners of the reality that we've had set up with the separation and the greed and the power struggles and the control and the some people trying to hoard everything and dominate other people. That whole negative fear, lack-based paradigm. We are in the actual transition, and that's what we're seeing. That's why things look so chaotic. I've said this in other YouTubes and in meetings with my clients and students. It's all self-destructing. It's sort of vaporizing itself as we watch. And so this is a very revelatory time. I will do another more extensive YouTube about where we are energetically, what's going on, and sort of what is activated to coming our way here just this spring. I mean, it is upon us. 2026 is going to be huge. Huge changes are going to happen around April, and then in May, June, July, August, and then by the end of the year, 2026, at latest early 2027. Disclosure, we start coming back as a collective into awareness of who and what we really are and how big our neighborhood really is and our place within the cosmos. I will say again here that we are in such a revelatory time, light being shown on the most negative, fearful aspects, the darkest aspects of the human consciousness, information and revelations about the systems that have been in place, what people and power groups have been doing, are people that we sort of celebrate and look up to. This is and is going to be a huge time of seeing what's really there, masks off, truths told. I will be doing another more extensive YouTube about what's going on energetically, how the old paradigm is literally breaking itself up and being cleansed and rinsed away, and all of the sort of revelations that are happening and are going to continue to happen that just very quickly give everybody the opportunity to see what is of love, light, abundance, joy, well-being, and what isn't that. And that brings us right back to this theme of light. Anything that isn't of the light is being shown up and will continue to be shown up, especially the rest of this year and into spring and summer. The dark corners and the non-love-based agendas and the people at the head of them are just going to be shown for what they are. And I saw very clearly in my morning meditation that the human consciousness is built to be that love, light, abundance, joy, creativity, well-being, and that there are still a lot of people that are entranced with the fear, lack, protect yourself, conflict, adversarial, dominate, control, fight in the world. That's very clear. There have to be all of these revelations so that the entrancement is sort of broken. We're not going to be able to go into that full consciousness of that light, love, abundance, well-being, all of those things, and still believe in all of the lack, adversarialness, conflict, power, struggle paradigm. We can't do both. And so we will go into that love, light, abundance consciousness. There are those that are not ready to do that. They are way too entranced and interested in the whole conflict, adversarial, fight for power story. But there are lots of people who are still entranced with that, but they have a foot in both worlds. And as soon as all of these revelations start coming out and showing them what's really been going on, and seeing some of the people that they've celebrated and idolized, seeing them for what they've really been, and all of sort of the corruption and the lies and the fear that their whole paradigm is based on, they will see that. And they need to see that, because you can't keep believing in the lack, fear, separation, us against them, and be in the love, light, well-being, peace, joy, creativity, abundance for everybody. You can't go on forever having a foot in both camps. And of course, that's that split that you've heard so much about. So bottom line, the light is shining. Get ready for lots and lots of revelation and new information coming your way at all levels, from all directions, in all ways. And so now I'd like to share with you something I wrote, actually, I think a year or two ago, and sent to my own clients and students. It was a holiday message about this time of year, about how all religions, no matter who or what you are celebrating the same thing: light, the light of God consciousness, source consciousness coming into the world. I would like to read this to you, and I'll actually jump in with a couple of extra thoughts as I go, because there are some new elements in our experience now that weren't here when I wrote this a year or two ago. So this is the holiday message. At this very special time of year, I want to share a few thoughts about what I feel this season really is. Even though most of us think of this time only as the Christian celebration of Christ's birth, it has actually been a time of celebration for many cultures in the Northern Hemisphere for centuries. Even before the birth of Christ, the people of Europe lit bonfires to celebrate the return of the sun after the darkest part of the year. They used evergreen boughs to represent continual life. They feasted to celebrate the abundant harvest of the previous year, and to celebrate and accept the abundance to come. People of the Jewish faith celebrate Hanukkah, or the Festival of Lights, which is the celebration of an event in which a small amount of oil miraculously kept temple candles lit for 8 days. Buddhists observe Rohatsu, or Bodhi Day, which is the celebration of the enlightenment of the Buddha. There is also a celebration of the Persian prophet Zoroaster, who around 1500 BCE founded what is widely held to be the world's first monotheistic faith. The followers of Ahura Mazda, God, that's the word for God, the one creator and sustainer of all things, were encouraged in good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. What all of these celebrations have in common is obvious. They celebrate light, love, and abundance. I think that at this time of year, and this year particularly, everyone, it would be helpful to understand and focus in and celebrate the greater energetic truth that underlies the various traditions of all religious faiths, the illumination of our minds, hearts, and world into a higher love, light vibration, and the infinite generosity and abundance of our divine universal source, which will provide for our every need if we just let it. The balls on our trees represent the fruits of this abundance. I will add here now that I'm also given that we're seeing so many people are seeing these colored orbs in the sky, these plasmoids that are entering into our dimension from other higher dimensions of consciousness. We're starting to make that connection with our entire whole multidimensional cosmic self, which includes higher dimensional aspects of our being that aren't even necessarily on earth or in this physical plane. So those colored lights on the tree not only evoke the fruits of abundance, but the loving higher consciousness colored orbs that are starting to appear so much now in our skies. The candles we light represent a rising up into the light and love-based awareness. The gifts we receive are universal abundance coming to us through friends and family. And the gifts we give are both an expression of our personal love, but they are also the divine universe expressing abundance through us. And I will add to this, we are literally embodying and expressing the morphic field of unconditional abundance. Love and abundance begets love and abundance. We can all participate in this flow with awareness and intention. Thank you all for a most blessed year. Wishing you and your family a safe, blessed holiday season and a new year filled with love, joy, and abundance. Just focus in the love, joy, creativity, abundance, well-being. Focusing in that vibration is all we need, folks. Have a most blessed holiday and look forward to a new year full of changes that are all taking us to a wonderful place.